The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet we have explored less than 5% of it. And what lives in the darkness below was never meant to be seen by humans. These are the most terrifying sea creatures ever caught on camera. Some of these creatures look haunted, some are extremely dangerous, and some are so mysterious, scientists still don't understand them. Make sure you watch till the end, because the last creature feels unreal. Giant squid. The giant squid is one of the most mysterious creatures on Earth. For hundreds of years, sailors believed it was only a myth. It lives deep in the ocean where sunlight never reaches and can grow longer than a bus. Its eyes are among the largest in the animal kingdom, allowing it to detect even the faintest movement. What makes this creature unsettling is not just its size, but how rarely it chooses to appear. Many scientists believe the giant squid avoids humans deliberately. Goblin shark. This creature looks like it escaped from a nightmare. The goblin shark has a jaw that shoots forward, grabbing prey before it even realizes what happened. It is rarely seen alive, which makes every sighting feel disturbing. Its pale, almost translucent skin and lifeless eyes give it a haunting appearance. But the true horror lies in its jaw. Anglerfish. This creature hunts using light in complete darkness. The glowing lure on its head attracts victims, but once they come close, there is no escape. Many believe the anglerfish looks possessed because of how unnatural it appears. In the deep ocean, light is life, and the anglerfish uses it as a trap. A glowing lure dangles above its mouth, attracting curious creatures in total darkness. Victims swim closer, drawn by hope, only to be swallowed whole. Many deep-sea researchers describe the anglerfish as one of the most disturbing creatures ever discovered. Vampire squid. Despite its name, this creature doesn't drink blood, but its appearance tells a different story. It lives in oxygen dead zones where most life cannot survive. When threatened, it wraps itself in its own web-like arms, revealing spike-like structures. Instead of attacking, it uses fear as a defense. Its slow, floating movements make it look less like an animal and more like a living shadow. The frilled shark looks like something that escaped from a prehistoric nightmare. With its long, eel-like body and wide mouth filled with over 300 razor-sharp teeth, this creature hasn't changed much in 80 million years. It lives deep in the ocean, usually between 500 and 1,500 meters, where sunlight never reaches and pressure can crush most life. That's where the frilled shark hunts in silence. Instead of chasing prey, it waits. Then, like a snake, it coils its body and lunges forward, snapping its jaws shut in a fraction of a second. Once caught, escape is almost impossible. The inward-pointing teeth drag prey deeper into its mouth. Its gills look like bloody red frills, giving it an even more disturbing appearance, almost like it's wearing torn flesh around its neck. Scientists believe that if this shark ever reached shallow waters, its hunting style would make it extremely dangerous. A creature from the age of dinosaurs, still alive, still hunting. The blobfish is one of the strangest creatures ever discovered in the deep ocean. It lives at depths of 600 to 1,200 meters, where the pressure is more than 100 times stronger than at the surface. In its natural habitat, the blobfish doesn't look ugly or funny. Down there, its soft, gelatinous body is perfectly shaped to survive crushing pressure. But when it's brought to the surface, everything changes. Without deep-sea pressure, its body collapses and melts, turning it into the disturbing, droopy creature people recognize. The blobfish doesn't hunt or chase prey. It simply sits on the ocean floor and waits, swallowing anything edible that drifts close. No bones, no swim bladder, just a body designed to exist where most life would be instantly destroyed. A creature that proves one thing: the deep ocean creates monsters that cannot survive our world. Mantis shrimp. The mantis shrimp is one of the most terrifying killers in the ocean, not because of its size, but because of its weapon. This small creature has a punch so fast and powerful that it can strike at over 80 kilometers per hour. The impact is strong enough to shatter crab shells, break aquarium glass, and instantly kill prey. Its punch is so violent that it creates underwater shockwaves and tiny bubbles that collapse with extreme force, damaging prey even if the punch misses. The mantis shrimp also has one of the most complex eyes in the animal kingdom. It can see colors and light humans can't even imagine, making escape almost impossible. Fast, precise, and armed with a natural hammer. In the dark world of the ocean, the mantis shrimp proves that size means nothing when you can strike like a bullet. Stonefish is considered the most venomous fish on Earth. It doesn't chase its prey. It doesn't need to. Perfectly camouflaged as a rock, the stonefish lies motionless on the ocean floor, waiting. Its rough, stone-like skin makes it almost impossible to notice. But step on it, or get too close, and the nightmare begins. Along its back are sharp, venomous spines that inject a powerful toxin instantly. The pain is described as excruciating, often unbearable, and in severe cases, it can be fatal. What makes it even more terrifying is that the stonefish doesn't attack out of aggression. It attacks by accident, making it far more dangerous. Silent, invisible, deadly. A single mistake around the stonefish can turn the ocean floor into a death trap. The oarfish is one of the most mysterious creatures ever found in the ocean. Stretching up to 11 meters long, it looks more like a living sea serpent than a fish. It lives deep in the open ocean, far from human eyes, rarely surfacing alive. Because of its massive, ribbon-like body and flowing red fins, many believe the oarfish is the origin of ancient sea monster legends. When an oarfish is seen near the surface, it's often considered a bad omen. In several cases, sightings have happened shortly before earthquakes or tsunamis, adding to its terrifying reputation. Despite its frightening appearance, the oarfish doesn't hunt or attack. It drifts silently in deep waters, feeding on tiny organisms. Long, silent, almost unreal. A creature so strange that when it appears, people still believe something terrible is about to happen. Deep-sea dragonfish. Deep in the pitch-black depths of the ocean lives a predator straight out of nightmares, the deep-sea dragonfish. These terrifying creatures dwell up to 2,000 meters below the surface, where sunlight never reaches. Their long, slender bodies are dark and almost invisible, perfectly built for stealth. But the real horror? Their huge, fang-like teeth, so long they can't even fit in their mouths when closed. Dangling from their chin is a bioluminescent barbel, a glowing lure that attracts unsuspecting prey right into their jaws. Dragonfish can expand their stomachs to swallow creatures larger than themselves, making them incredibly efficient hunters. Some species even have photophores along their bodies to confuse prey or communicate in the darkness. Feeding mostly on small fish, shrimp, and squid, this tiny terror stalks silently through the abyss, striking with deadly precision. Despite being under a foot long, the dragonfish proves that in the deep ocean, danger lurks in the smallest, darkest places. In the darkest depths, the dragonfish rules, silent, deadly, and completely unstoppable. The ocean hides monsters like this everywhere. Are you ready to see more? Subscribe now for part 2, coming soon.